The three events I chose to do were interviewing the mayor of Renton, donating blood at Bloodworks Northwest, and participating in Northwest Harvest. I wanted to interview the mayor because personally I've always been interested in local government and having that as a job or career someday. So I wanted to ask him what he does in his daily life as mayor, as well as ask how I as a teen can be more involved in my local community and what issues are facing local communities like mine and my community today. I wanted to donate blood because in my marketing class we recently did an advertising campaign for Bloodworks Northwest, so I was able to learn all about their company and about the scarcity of blood supply in the Pacific Northwest area. And so donating blood can save up to 3 lives and will be on the shelves of local hospitals within 24 hours. So that really motivated me to donate blood because I know it will help people in my local community quickly and it can save up to 3 people. So that is a huge impact for me. I wanted to do Northwest Harvest because they provide almost 2 million meals monthly for local people, and I wanted to be a part of that and help a lot of hungry families and people in my communities find their next meal. And Northwest Harvest can serve 3 people for only 67 cents, and I just thought that was a really cool aspect of their program and I wanted to be a part of it. So I'm about to leave to interview the mayor of Renton, and we're going to be talking about issues facing the Renton community and what he's going to do about them. The civic impact is that I will have a better understanding of how he deals with issues facing Renton and what types of things he is creating to help create a better community. But what out of those issues affect the community of Renton the most?
Growth and transportation.
Okay.
The impact of growth, the whole region is growing in population, and with that is a bigger strain on our streets and the ability to access a park. How do we keep up with the park and trail needs of a growing population? More calls for police and fire services when you've got more people. But I'd say growth and transportation is a big one. Acknowledging the fact that we have a very diverse community, different ethnicities, different religious backgrounds, and we are really committed to being an inclusive community. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
We work very hard to bring all the people, all the different races, all the different community groups and stuff together to a point where they feel like, hey, I'm part of this community and my opinion matters, and the city cares about, what impacts our lives and so on.
So I just got done interviewing Mayor Law of Renton, and it was really cool to hear what he had to say about how much he loves his community and what projects he has in store. He talked a lot about a new community center that him and Seahawk Doug Baldwin are working on, and it's actually almost ready to be put in place. So it was cool to see that he's taking action to build a stronger community in Renton, and he had a lot of advice for teens looking to participate in local government and how they can get involved in their communities. Okay, so it's the morning of April 12th, which is my day for Northwest Harvest, and I've just been reading some facts about what they do on their website. Washington is the 25th hungriest state in America, so there's always a constant need for volunteers and food banks. And 1 in 5 kids in Washington lives in a household that struggles to put food on the table. So that can be ranging anywhere from kids age 0 to 18. So I'm impacting people my own age and helping them find where their next meal will come from. So I just got back from Northwest Harvest, and it was a super fun experience. I was able to help my community while meeting a lot of people in it. We actually bagged over 2,000 pounds of rice and provided over 1,600 meals for local families. So I know that the civic impact is that it directly helps hungry kids and families in Washington, all over Washington, not just in Kent or Covington. and it creates a really great civic impact all over the state. Okay, so I'm about to go donate blood at Bloodworks Northwest in Tukwila. The civic impact of this event is that my one blood donation can save up to 3 lives, and 1 in 20 people in their lives will need blood, but only 1 in 7 people actually give blood. And within 24 hours of me donating blood, it will end up in a local hospital in Washington. So I know that the civic impact is direct and immediate. So I just got back from donating blood at Bloodworks Northwest in Tukwila. It was super easy, it only took about 7 minutes, and the people there were super appreciative of me donating blood because blood supply is in a shortage right now. So it was quick and easy and definitely worth it, and I created a great civic impact. So my first event in the video was interviewing the mayor of Renton, Dennis Law, and I was really able to understand what he does in his daily job, how it affects me and the community, and what can be done to tackle issues that are facing the community of Renton. And it was really cool for me to be able to sit down and relate and understand why the mayor is making the decisions that he's making and how he thinks it's gonna help the community around him. I think it's important that everybody talk to their local elected officials and realize that there are events that are happening in their community to increase the social diversity in the community and to overall create a more together community that people need to participate in if that's something that they want in their lives. Another thing that is important for people to know is that they can vote these people out of office if they aren't doing enough or if they're doing too much to impact their daily lives. So it was really cool for me to be able to talk to him and understand that he really loves his community and he really wants the best for everyone living in it. The second event I chose to do was to participate in creating food bags at Northwest Harvest. And this was a really cool event because, as simple as it sounds, it impacted a ton of people in my local community and in fact created over 1,600 meals for families and kids who are hungry. So that going along with some other civic impact is that every day people are hungry and they don't know where their next meal is coming from, and so organizations like Northwest Harvest are really important for people who are struggling in life and don't want to worry about where their next meal is coming from, and Northwest Harvest provides that for them so that they can focus on bettering themselves in society rather than where their next meal is going to come from. The last event I chose to do was donating blood. And the civic impact of this is something I've already talked about in my introduction to the video, but I will just reiterate because it is very important that people donate blood. The shelf life of blood is only 5 days, so as much as people want to donate during a crisis, it's important to donate regularly as well. And you can donate once a month, and that is something that I'm going to plan on doing. And they actually have a cool rewards program that my team and I created through our advertising campaign, where you can be raffled into prizes and stuff like that if you show up every month to donate blood. And that just shows how much these people want you to donate blood and how much people need blood and need a constant supply of blood in order to keep people in the community alive and well and thriving with their families and in their lives altogether. The overall impact of this project is that I was able to experience 3 different events in my community and impact my community in 3 different ways that I know is going to be helping people either eat, survive, or learn more about their elected officials. And I think those are 3 very important things that everyone should consider doing when considering doing this project or consider volunteering in general.